Hey everyone, my name is Riley and this video is a complete rank math tutorial for beginners. I will show you everything that you need to know about the rank math tool, from getting rank math and installing the plugin onto your website, showing you all of the features inside of rank math and what they do. We will then be making sure that you have rank math set up correctly in the settings, and then of course, most importantly, improving the SEO on your website to help you rank higher in Google. So even if you are brand new to creating websites and you have never used an SEO tool before, all you have to do is follow along with this tutorial and you will walk away as an SEO expert. Now, the first thing that we need to do is actually go ahead and purchase or download RankMath. I will leave a link to RankMath in the description of this video, and using that link will allow you access to the best deals and discounts. So once you click on that link, it should say ref equals Riley Holden up here. And then you can see we have download for free. So we can click into this. In here, this is going to list the rank math pricing. However, we actually don't need to buy any of this. There is a free plan of rank math. If we just scroll down right here, you can see that we can get rank math for free. It doesn't have anywhere near the amount of features that Pro or Business has. So for most people, I would actually recommend Pro just because of the amount of features that this does have. However, if you are on an extremely tight budget or you want to try this out before you purchase, then you can go ahead and grab the free plan. Now, one thing about these is although they are listed with the monthly price, all of this is billed annually. So you can't actually select an option to bill this monthly. You essentially pay for the entire year up front. As an example, with Pro, this is $6.99 per month. But when we actually go to buy this, this is $100 up front. Still fantastic value though, like $100 for an entire year of rank math, still an absolutely fantastic deal. To grab a paid plan, well, we just go to one of these options right here, usually the Pro. This is going to be best for most people. We can click on buy, enter in our details, and then you just go through and download. To grab the free version, we just click on download up here, and it's now going to go ahead and download rank math. So once we have the rank math file, whether you have the free version or the paid version, it doesn't matter, and the installation is the exact same. All we need to do to install this is go ahead and open up your WordPress dashboard right here. So navigate to your WordPress dashboard, and then all we need to do is go over to plugins on this left hand side, click into add new plugin right here. And then from the plugin library, we can go right to the top and we have this button for upload plugin. So we just click into this, and then right here where it asks us to choose a file, we just click choose file and then select the rank math SEO file that we just downloaded. So we drop this in and then we can click on install now. And just like that, the plugin is now installed. So we just click on activate plugin right here, and this plugin is now going to be activated. So what we now need to do is connect up the account that we will be using. So we click on connect, and we can now create our rank math account. So because we haven't created an account, we want to go to right here at the bottom, not a member, and click on register. And then we can go through and create an account right here, either using Facebook, Google, WordPress, or an email address. Once we have created an account, we just click on OK, activate now, and this is going to take us over to this screen where we can actually set up the rank math plugin and start customizing this. So from these options, easy or advanced, we definitely want to go with advanced, and this is going to give us more control. So then we can click on Start Wizard. It's then going to ask us if we would like to import SEO settings. So this is specifically for if you have already used an SEO tool like Yoast or AIO. If you have, just select the one that you have used, and then we can click on Start Import and import that data. However, I have not used either of these, so I'm going to click on Skip. In here, we can now go ahead and set up the website. So this first question is, what kind of website do you own? We have like blogs, community blog, personal portfolio, personal website business, but I'm going to set this up as a small business website. We can then choose the business type. So from this drop down, we have all of these options right here. For me personally, in this example, I am running a dental clinic. That is the website that I am using. So we can select the business type. We then choose the website name. So this right here should just be your URL. The reason that this is not a professional domain for me is simply because this is an example website and this is just the domain that I was given. but you should see your domain, your website name in here. We then have a website alternate name. So this is essentially for if you have two domains and you point them at the same web address. So as an example, I might have geforcenorthyoutube.com. This might be my main website URL, but then I might also own geforcenorth.com and it points to the same website. So you will know if you have this, just type in the alternate name right here. We then have the person or organization name. We can leave this. Right here, we have the logo for Google. So this is essentially going to scan your website. And if you have a logo there, it's going to use this. So if you have your logo there, fine, you can just leave this. If you need to add a logo, well, we can just click in and upload your logo right here. From here, once we have filled this out, we can click on save and continue. It's then going to ask us to connect Google services, and this is essentially going to link to Google Analytics so that you can use Google Analytics to see your website traffic and everything else that you need to see. But we will set this up later in the video. It doesn't really make sense to do it now. So all we are going to do is click right here on skip step. Then we have sitemap. So this is where we can select the posts and pages that we want to show up on the sitemap. If you don't understand this, it really doesn't matter. Just leave these all on and to the default settings. And then we can, of course, click save and continue. Finally, we have some SEO tweaks right here. The only one that I would change, so by default, no follow external links will be set to off. Essentially, the best way to describe this without going into super granular detail with exactly what this does, if you are an affiliate marketer or you have a lot of links on your website that redirect people off your website, turn this on. If you are like a small business and you don't want people clicking off the website, then you can go ahead and leave this off. So for me, as a business, I'm going to leave this off. And then we can click on save and continue. Just like that, this is now fully set up and we have Rank Math fully integrated. So all we are now going to do is click on return to dashboard. Once we are here, we can now see Rank Math SEO is going to show up along the sidebar inside of WordPress. So we can now go in and tweak some further settings. The first thing that we are going to do is click into general settings right here, because there are some general settings that we definitely want to go in and change. The first is strip category base. Essentially what this is going to do is if I just pull my website up right here, if I just go to my website right here and I go to the reviews page, you see at the top how it says /reviews. It says it like twice, right? We don't need this. This middle one is essentially pointless and it's essentially just a category within a category. So we don't need this, and turning on strip category base is just going to minimize this and make the links shorter. So I recommend having this on. The next thing that we have is redirect attachments. It's probably a good idea to constantly keep this on. And this isn't going to work because I haven't set an attachment for this, but it basically allows you to make these images clickable. So if I had like a blog page right here, I could click on the link and it would redirect me to that blog page. There's really no reason to turn this off. You can just choose not to add those links. So that is absolutely fine. No follow external links we have already covered. This is for if you will have a lot of links if you are doing affiliate marketing. The image file is the exact same. So if you have this on, turn this on as well. And then open external links in a new tab or window. Once again, this is more for people who are doing affiliate marketing. When a link is clicked, do you want it to open up in a new page? You definitely do, because you want people to be able to go back to your website. So we can click on save changes right there, and this links area is now saved. From here, we could then go into breadcrumbs and webmaster tools and these other options. However, Rank Math does a really good job of optimizing these by default, so I don't recommend clicking in and changing anything here. What we do want to click into, however, is going to be titles and meta over here on this left-hand side. And this first page, this global meta, this is not the main thing that we are targeting in this area. However, what I do recommend to do is just go down and capitalize titles. Make sure to turn this on. Essentially, what this is going to do is if I just Google Rank Math, for example, you see how everything here is automatically capitalized. Same with this, same with this, same with this. Well, that's what this is going to do. So we want to make sure this is on, and then we can click on Save Changes. The actual section that we are targeting, though, is going to be local SEO. This is specifically for if you are a small business. So if you are a blog or an affiliate marketing, something like this, you might want to skip over this next section. However, if you are a small business or any size business for that matter, this is super important. Essentially, local SEO, what this is going to do is, let me just go ahead and Google, I'll say just a big brand that'll definitely have one, Costa Coffee, right? You see this tab that pops up along the left-hand side. This is essentially the information that we are filling out. Now, filling this out does not immediately mean that Google are going to give you one of these smart filters right here, but it's possible because we have that information. If you start getting enough monthly searches, then this is going to show up. A better one that will show like opening times is if I Google Belfry Golf Course. This is a golf course near me. Look at the information. So we have photos on here, we have a map, we have what this is, we have the ratings, we have where this is located, the opening hours, the phone. This is like crucial information that you want to have if you are a business. And this is where we can actually set it up in this titles and metadata and then local SEO. So person or company, we want to choose whether this is like a person. As an example, maybe you are like a therapist or something, right? Then you can set this up as a person. If you are an organization, like me with my dental clinic, well, I want to go with organization. Then for the website name, we don't need this as a .com, so we can just choose whatever the website name is. So I'm just going to call this dental clinic, just like that. If we have an alternative name, we could type that in right here. So maybe you rebranded, people are still searching for the old website. We can enter that in right there. We can then choose the person or organization name, which will autofill from that. So we can leave this fine. And next we have a description. So just to pull this up again with the Belfry Golf Course, for some reason they don't have a description. So let me find one that actually does. Here we go. We have the Wentworth Golf Course right here. And this is from Wikipedia, but essentially you see where it's placed. Like this is where the description is going to be when we go ahead and fill this out. So you can basically look online, search up a few different places in your niche and see what they have written down here. So you can go ahead and fill that out. I'm just going to grab some Lipsum text right here and then we can paste that in just to give an example of the description. Perfect. We can then upload the logo, the website URL. These are going to be filled in by default. The email. So this is very important. This could be displayed on search engines. So definitely make sure that this is not a personal email. You really do not want your personal email showing up right here on Google. That would be terrible. So make sure this is your business email. I mean, unless you don't have one, then maybe fill in your personal email for now, but make sure that you get a professional email. So we can go ahead and fill that in right here. We can then fill in the company address. So we just fill that in right there. We can then choose the address format. So down here, it's essentially formatted like this. So it would be the address, then the local region, the bigger region, the postal code, the county, and GPS. So you can like rearrange these by just copying and pasting right here if you want to. Alternatively, you can add country and GPS right here. But the reason that they aren't included is because it's not really important, right? As long as we have the postal code, the address, we are good. Then we have the business type right here. We already set that up earlier. The opening hours. So this is where we can set our schedule. So we can choose the opening hours format, whether we have this as 24-hour or whether we use military time. I'm going to go for military time as I'm in the UK. And then we just go down here and we set the opening hours. So I'm going to leave these as they are, 9 till 5. We can then add a customer service phone number. So we can type that in right here. Choose the price range. Now don't go in here and set the actual prices for your business. So I wouldn't go in here and set this to like $500 to $1,000. No, we don't want to do that. We want to set this to either $1, which means your pricing is cheap, $2, which means the pricing is kind of in the middle, and then $3 is like a premium service. So we can enter that in right there. Then we have some additional information like your legal name. We can then set the about page. So this is the about page on the metadata. So all we would do is go in here and I should have an about page, maybe not, but we would need to set this up on the website. So for me, as I'm using a template, it looks like this isn't fully set up, but you would just search for the about page, the contact us page, and fill that in there. And then we have geo coordinates. So this is for the map. You see how with the Emirates right here, the Emirates Palace, we have the map right here and it shows us exactly where it is. The way that we find this is we want to go to Google Maps. And let's say, for example, that this dental clinic is in the Shard, London. So you would just search for the address, right? Find the address of your business. And then all we have to do to grab the coordinates is right click right on the pinhead right here. And then we have the coordinates. So we just copy this to the clipboard. Then we can go back over and paste it in just like that. And then we save the changes. Perfect. Another thing that you might want to set up, and I'm not going to go into detail with this, as this is very easy, but this is just social meta. So your Facebook page URL, you can paste that into there. Then for the authorship, this is just a personal Facebook URL to show Facebook authorship when your articles are shared on Facebook. Facebook admin, so you can enter that in, Facebook app, Twitter username, all of these options. And then of course we just save the changes. From here, this is everything that we need to set up in titles and meta. Once again, we can go down and go to these next options, but these are all set up fantastically by default, and there's nothing we need to fill in here. So now that we have all of those back-end settings set up, we can now get into the meat and potatoes of this tutorial, which is actually doing some SEO work and increasing the rank of our website. So the first place that we want to go to do this is we want to understand where we are right now and what improvement we can make. And Rank Math is going to show us all of that information. So all we are going to do is over on this left-hand side, of course, make sure we have Rank Math open. We want to go to the SEO Analyzer tool. So we open this up, then we can click on Start SEO Analyzer, and it's going to analyze the website and tell us how good our SEO is right now. So 79 out of 100, this is the current score that I'm getting. This is pretty good, but there's definitely some improvement that we can make. So we can go down here and we can see all past tests, warnings, and failed tests. So we can click into past test, we can click in and see what we are doing well on the website. The warnings are kind of like, this will improve your SEO score, but it's not the most important in the world. Failed tests is like, you need to fix this right now. So what we can do is we can go into failed tests right here and we can see what we need to do. So the first thing that it's saying here is image alt attributes, which essentially means for the images that I have on my website, I haven't entered in the information on what the image is about. Now, if you do not really have knowledge on web design or like you don't understand what is going on here, it's actually really easy to understand and takes like 2 minutes. So right here, image alt attributes. Let's imagine that I have no idea what this is. Well, first of all, we can click on how to fix. And it says, check your images for missing alt tags and add useful descriptions to each image. Add your keywords or synonyms, but do it in a natural way. So maybe we can get some more understanding about what this is, but maybe we don't fully understand. So all I would do is I would just copy this, whatever this is, right? Go to Google and search, what are image alt attributes? And then right here, we can maybe go into images, and then I can go through and see exactly what this is. So with this image right here, we can see this is the image alt tag, and it basically just tells us what the image is. So perfect, we can go in and fix this very easily. So I'm just going to go back over to Rank Math right here. And then the way that we change this is of course going to be in media right here. So we go media and then into the library. And then we can see all of the images that I have on my website. So all I need to do is click into these, and then we can see the alt text right here. There is nothing there right now, so we want to go ahead and fill this in. So in here, I just said a dentist holding a dental tool. I apologize if there are any dentists watching this right now because I have no idea what any of this is, but you get the idea. So we would just go through, make sure that is filled out, and then we can exit out of this. Then we can go along to the next image, and we can say this is a dental client holding a mirror and checking teeth. Then we go to the next one. Doesn't look like there's anything there for these two. Then we have this. So what we could actually do is just go back, because this is basically the same image, right? So we just paste this in because this person is doing the exact same thing. Then we can go through and we can say this is a woman smiling. You get the idea. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and fill all of these out. So I just went through and filled all of these out right here. So what we can now do is go to Rank Math SEO And once that has refreshed, we can see in failed tests, that is now going to disappear and it's now going to show up somewhere under past tests. So essentially that is all we are going to do. We then look for the keywords in title and description. No common keywords found in the page title. So we can click how to fix. And essentially it's telling us to change the page title. So we would just go in and this would need something about a dental clinic. So we can click into edit the page and then we can change it right here. So this is the SEO analyzer tool. But what we can also do is if I just close all of this down right here, is we can also access this when editing the site. So let's say that I'm going to edit page right here and I want to make some changes to my website. We can see over here in the top right corner, we can go to rank math. And once again, it's going to tell us all of these different options. So add some focus keywords to the SEO title. So to do this, I'm first of all going to enter my focus keywords, which is going to be dentist near me. So we can add that as the focused keyword. And then we can edit the snippet right here. And this is where we can change the title. So this is what is going to appear when this shows up in the search results. So I'm going to go in and just change it to say dentist near me, just like this. And then we can see you're using the focus keyword in the SEO title. Now this is still not a good title because it's showing up right here, but you get, so we would need to extend this, but you get the idea. This is how we can fill this out. It then says that we need to do this in the meta description. So in here, we can just type something out, but as long as we say dentist near me, you can see that that is going to change to green. So you might want to add multiple focus keywords in here and then fill it out in this area, but you get the idea. Focus keyword doesn't appear at the beginning of your content. So this is a terrible example to start this with dentist near me on the website, but I'm just going to show you this and how this works. So you can see this is all basic SEO is now complete. So that is how we can use that and fill that in right there. Once we have finished making those changes, we can see this is a lot better. We are up to 75 now. We can close the plugin, go ahead and save the website right here. And then at any time, we can back out to the WordPress dashboard. We can come back down here to rank math at any time and open up like the dashboard or the SEO analyzer and go ahead and do this all over again. So that is my rank math tutorial. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.